If you've ever wondered how to make a really light, airy, bubbly bread with a chewy, crisp crust, then you've come to the right place. I'm Allie, a former pastry chef, and this is Bert, a conure parrot, and my new bestie. And we've done a lot of research and a ton of testing, and we're condensing all the best tips and tricks into this quick how-to video. This is meant to accompany the blog post, just to show the steps for you visual learners out there. But there's lots more explanation and detail available on my site, so be sure to click over and give it a good read. The full recipe can also be found there, so you can save it or print it. Start by making a well in the center of your bread flour. Pour in the tepid water and sprinkle the yeast on the top. You can also sprinkle the salt around the outer edge of the bowl away from the yeast for now. Work everything together as best as you can. It will seem really dry and shaggy at first, but don't worry, it will come together as we move through the process of folding and resting. Cover the bowl with plastic wrap and give the dough a rest so it can hydrate. Then we're gonna start with a bowl fold. Go all the way around the bowl, 360 degrees, folding the dough in on itself. I'm only showing one time around the bowl for the sake of brevity, but ideally you want to go around the bowl 2 to 3 times, and that will count as one fold. Cover the bowl again, mark it to remind yourself where you're at in this process, and allow it to rest so those tight glutens can loosen up and relax a little bit. After that first fold, things get a lot easier, so we're switching over to a lateral fold rather than a bowl fold. Wet your hands to avoid sticking, and this will also add some moisture into the dough. Grab the dough by the front edge furthest away from you, lift it up, and fold it towards you over on itself. And repeat in all 4 directions. Left to right, bottom to top, right to left. And again, do this 2 to 3 times, and that will count as one lateral fold. Rest and repeat until you've done a total of 1 bowl fold and 7 lateral folds over the course of 4 hours. You are currently watching my 8th and final fold. As you can see, the dough is much less tense and dry. Now it's time to pre-shape the loaf. Flour everything really generously so nothing sticks, and begin tucking the sides of the dough under itself to create some tension on the top. Next, rest it under a towel so a little air can flow through and dry that skin just a bit. Then place the dough smooth side down into a well-seasoned banneton, drawing up the sides just a little bit more and pinching them into a seam on the top. Cover with a towel and chill overnight. Preheat the oven, tip the unbaked loaf out onto a parchment-lined baking sheet, and score it so it can expand in a more controlled way. If you want to get a nice brown crusty ear like unfortunately I didn't get with this loaf, then you'll want to angle your blade at more of a 45 or even 30-degree angle from the surface of the dough. Bake in a steamy oven, and that's your pan de Cristal made. If you have any questions that aren't answered in the blog post that I'm linking in the description, feel free to drop me a comment on the blog post itself. Hope this is helpful, and good luck with your bread, and enjoy. Right, Bert?